items 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7 on consent. Just to do a quick recap, for items 1 and 5, I recommend adopting the instructions and the motions. For item 2, I recommend approving the recommendations.
We go down. What were the consent again? 7, 6,
1,
is 1,
2,
2,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7.
for consent. 5.
So for items 1 and 5, recommending the adopting of the instructions in the motions. For item 2,
already left?
recommend approving
Yeah,
the
I'll be here to record it.
CAO report and adopting the
You will
proposed
what?
ordinance.
I'll record the public comments.
Item 6, I recommend adopting the recommendations in the Board of Public Works report and requesting the city attorney to prepare and present the appropriate ordinance. And for item 7, recommend approving the recommendations in the DOT report and adopting the findings of the final ISMND report on the LA River Phase 4 bike path project. So we will be holding items 3, 4, and 8 on the desk for presentations. If there are any items that you wish to be held, please let me know, colleagues. No, it's good. Good. All right. So be it. Okay, so let's move to public comment. Ms. City Attorney, please read the instructions on how to give public comment for today's meeting, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Members of the public will have 1 minute per item to speak, up to 2 minutes total, and 1 minute for general public comment. We will tell you when your time is up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not speaking on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are speaking on a specific agenda item, you will get 1 brief warning from me or the chair. If you do not immediately get clearly on topic, or again straight off topic, the chair will cut you off and you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we will move on to the next speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. City Attorney. For those who would like to speak, please line up in the center aisle. Let's start with the first public speaker. Please state your name and what agenda items you would like to speak on. And based on the number of items and general comment, the clerk will let you know how many minutes you have.
Hello, test, okay. I just want a point of clarification. So for multiple agenda item and general public comment, is that a total of 3 minutes?
Correct.
Okay, you just let me know, and do you want me to be on multiple agenda item and then general? Okay, all right. So, beginning on,
Name, please.
yes, hi, my name is Henry, good afternoon. Starting off with one of the items, item number 8, I think it's important for anybody that's a newcomer to serve on the Citizens Committee for public accountability. There are many things going on in the city that are of utmost concern regarding corruption and not obeying not only government code, but just general administrative procedure. And in fact, you actually just witnessed one. The non-taking of virtual public comment is a big, big issue. It 100% excludes the entire ADA community. My good friend you just saw had to leave, and she cannot have her voice be heard officially on the record simply because she does not have physical access to the space anymore, because she needs to rely on a method of transportation to and from her home, and I don't think that's right. I think this board clearly has the infrastructure to take the virtual public comment. You have all the amenities you need. Bring that to this committee, as do other committees, and it's a very important one. You are excluding an entire community of people. Board of Public Works does it, and I hope the new coming director, as well as many other, even Ethics Commission, does the virtual public comment. It's important for this new appointee to understand that this is going on right here, right now in the city of Los Angeles. And in fact, interestingly enough, starting back in the COVID days, it was a fully operational function of the entire city of Los Angeles, yet somehow they managed to just snap their fingers and poof, away it went. I know one of the other interesting things is we have number 6 here talking about the Board of Public Works, not only with the Hyperion design and working alongside number 2 on the DPW, but again, we are talking about the selective enforcement of fines. We're talking about the selective enforcement of ordinances. I have a letter where a gentleman went and used water at a point that was an excess. They had a permit that they were fined. That's not right. I documented almost a 48-hour incident to DPW and DWP of Scientology also wasting 48 hours, recklessly wasting water, documented about 400,000 gallons. They were never fined, and literally they had the audacity, Department of Water and Power, to say that we don't care, we're not going to prosecute them, and we don't want to collect money for our city because despite being in a crisis, apparently some people can get away with doing criminal activity as long as you're political backers of people like Heidi Feldstein Soto, who did in fact 100% knowing and willingly prosecute me for outing her political connection to Scientology. The real story here is the corruption of the city attorney, Heidi Feldstein Soto, and how she has poisoned the city of Los Angeles. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker. Please state your name and the items you will be speaking on.
Good morning, President Price. And my name is Jason Beatty, and I will be speaking on item number 1, item number 8, and then general public comment. And then I will speak with, starting with item number 1, is about the fat oil grease program. I want to learn more about this program because my doctor recently told me that I am 170 pounds overweight. So I just wish that if there's a way for me to contribute my fat to the city, and then the city can use my fat to use in those other programs, like our Sergeant Duarte said, to produce energy, and then to make our city a better city. And then also, I'm also aware that a lot of city council members, they have hundreds of extra pounds of fat in there. And then I want to make sure not only I am doing my part, but every council district member, every city council member are also doing their part, how to take the fat out of their body, and then how to take their fat and making the fat as an energy, and then so that will benefit for the, on the electricity program, the water program, or maybe we can make sure to send those energy to the LAPD Sergeant Department. Now, let's move on to item number 8. It's about public accountability. Council President Price, I don't understand, I don't agree with the term public accountability because Council President Price, there's literally no such thing. This is the city of LA. There's a council member getting elected, getting convicted every 3 years. So tell me, where is your public accountability? Some council member going to jail every couple of years in the city of LA, never stop. And then I'm pretty sure in the future, same thing. So I'm pretty sure that when I call your office, I want to file a complaint against our council or against our committee president, that your council representative will take my complaint? No, she will not. What's the reason why for that? There's no such thing as public accountability. I cannot hold you accountable because there's no such thing as a public accountability. Now let's move on to general public comment. It's about the energy environment. I am here to advocate our LAPD all electric vehicles because other cities have done it, other cities have succeeded in it, because right now, with the LAPD Sergeant Duarte using their gasoline vehicle to initiate a pursuit, many of the time, the suspect driving a Lamborghini, driving a Ferrari, Sergeant Duarte will never be able to catch them. But in the city of South Pasadena, in the city of Anaheim, in the other amazing cities, they were our sergeant department will be driving a Tesla. Our sergeant department will be capable of catching the suspect, Jason Reedy, even though Jason Reedy driving a Ferrari. I am in support of LED all-electric vehicle.
Thank you for those riveting comments as usual. Let's, by the way, are we able to turn the mic down just a little bit? Do you have that control over that? You don't want me to start the timer on you, so hang on a minute. Thank you. Name and items.
Bernie Maynard, with these prior impermissible restraints on my free speech.
Items.
I
Items you're
was
speaking
speaking
about.
item 1, motherfucker, item number 3, motherfucker, and item number 8, motherfucker.
Okay, you have 3 minutes.
Now, public accountability with Heidi Soto, attorney of fats, oil, and greasy program, is if this bitch is padding her wallet at the expense of the taxpayers. That's item number 1. Item number 3, safe, clean fucking water, a program created by Peter Thomas, a former dickhead attorney of Los Angeles, who violated our tax refunds by stealing from the public. Fuck him and fuck you on item 3, Board of Public Works. And again, in virtue
sure
of
the mic
public
is not
comment,
off?
it
I feel
always
that's
works
his own
on behalf of the non-disabled and the disabled. So we demand oversight on such a committee to bring back virtue so people like myself are not discriminated by white, fat, greasy fuck-ups like you. Then I'm going back now to item of more important quality of attention. Fuck Unified School District Alley Whiskey. What have they ever done for me but give me yellow fucking fish on Holy Friday? Fuck that. I don't eat fish. I eat that shit that gets served in a restaurant. Food. And without fat, without oil, without grease, we can't develop a program that satisfies my fat mouth with a fat union goons like, you know, the Padilla who supports the goons, and that other KKK Kowalski who supports the Choo-Choo Money Tree, down to my non-agenda motherfucking asshole. Yeah, 395, 444, 1969, Brandenburg versus Ohio. A dirty nigger this country's turned out to be. Now I find out that Heidi Soto and the Energy Environment Committee continues to steal public funding. And you're an absolute shithole of disgust by David O. Carter, a federal judge who's told you where the fuck is the $24 billion to cut the fat, cut the grease, and cut all this union bullshit that little fatty Padilla over there, who has a handle her mouth, knows how goddamn right. Shut her up, stick a banana in her mouth, and maybe she'll lose weight. That's only grease and fat. This committee will do right for our country. Donald Trump, 45, 47, 42 U.S.C. 1983, will likely in the interest of the public. Fuck you, MAGA, 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 Doge.
As usual, thank you for your wonderful comments. And I have to say, even though I am making a bit of humor about that, but it's extremely frustrating that our city has taken the position it has, and given the lawsuits that we have had against us, to have to tolerate the comments that are being said right now. So, at least on behalf of this committee, I apologize that all of you have to hear that, and those of the audience members that are not here but are listening to the committee to hear that. With that, your name and
And it actually, was coming here to speak mostly on Irish Community Program, whether it's safety water program. I think my friend was up on item 8, so I'm going to just throw in a quick support for appointment there. But yeah, mostly speaking on safety water program. So the
Excuse me, Speaker, you're speaking up to agenda items. Are you making general public comment? Okay, 3 minutes.
so again,
I can't hear him.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I've been very involved in safety program from the negotiations on HOW to the implementation of this
Bruce, can you bring the mic a little closer so you can hear better? Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm here very interested to hear the watershed investment strategic plan that the city is going to be presenting. But I also wanted to talk about the report on the USD school community. And so we have disappointed looking at the report, but there isn't, after all these years, there isn't a lot of progress made to push LAUSD to green schools. And I do not put that out of the sanitation. I have worked on green schools issues. It's something I'm personally very passionate about. I am a product of LAUSD schools growing up in the San Fernando Valley. My parents were both teachers at LAUSD. My father in Manchester Elementary, my mom at substitute in the Valley. And when you look at our schools and how much hardscape, how much concrete, it just is not conducive to healthy communities or healthy students. And green schools offer such a great opportunity to bring so many of our poor communities where schools really are at the center. For group like other water people that cares about water quality, they have a tremendous opportunity to capture runoff. All the green space providing native vegetation, provides habitat, carbon sequestration, improvement, air quality improvements. And maybe most importantly, it's been demonstrated that green space in communities in general and schools enhances community health, public health, and mental health, including mental health and physical health of students as well as academic performance. And so we need to figure out a way to get LAUSD to be a stronger partner. I think the city can offer both carrots and sticks, and that's something we've been focusing on at LA Waterkeeper. On the carrot side, I think there's a lot the city can do to work on joint agreements on operations and maintenance, and working on liability disclosure, just helping to develop projects because they've got a lot of expertise. I will say, we have to like Waterkeeper and worked on this, but also part of a number of coalitions, like the Schoolyard Coalition that has been working to bring LAUSD for a long time. I have come to the conclusion that if we are not also looking at stick, we're just not going to get the schools to do this in a meaningful way. And I think that's going to take political pressure and as much pressure as we can bring. And I just wanted to mention that we are here as a partner in hopefully provide carrots and sticks, and I look forward to hearing reports and really want to push on school meetings of priority. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any other speakers? I don't see anyone in the aisle. No other individuals wanting to make a comment, and public comment time is closed. Thank you. With that,